whatever awaits us next. Better. But then, not much further ado, we shall continue on our merry way. Honestly, all things considered, I'm actually not feeling as tired as before, which is probably a good sign. Probably, maybe, potentially, you know, we don't know. We're just gonna have to take a look. Yeah. That's a blatant lie. You just complain a bit if she's not there. You're gonna fucking start ripping off heads. Beating people to death with your gun arm. Indeed. The ancients are basically a precursor civilization. Shut up, Sephiroth, you do not carry the blood of the ancients. You are fucking... You're a bloody alien and you know it. I mean, to be fair. They did have, you know... now that I think about it, actually. I mean, you know, Sephiroth does have a mama and a papa in the biological sense. But he did kind of get injected with, you know, what cells while he was still in the womb. So I do wonder at what stage that actually happened. Also, of course, you know, how mutative are the Genova cells. Because that then kind of carries the question of how much Sephiroth even could be considered still... well, human, quote unquote. Which is, mind you, a good question. Ah, Sephiroth. There we go. He's cool. And he does do a pretty good job being an antagonist. Honestly, though, it's kind of hard to just outright call him just a villain. That's kind of a bit too cheap. He's also, in a matter of speaking, quite the victim, honestly. Hojo, on the other hand, Hojo is just a villain. He's really good at that. Really fucking good. I'm not getting tired of saying it, honestly. I'm really looking forward to see what they made of him. Also, you know, of the design, because the original models really left a lot for the imagination, let's just say. And so I do kinda, you know, wanna see how that ended. Oh yes, let's look for the dead bodies in the fucking rubble. That seems fucking reasonable. Like, look, we found a piece of flesh. Ah, wedge. Yeah, maybe, or one of the other hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people that died here. I mean, literally, imagine how many tons of fucking shit fell from the sky. At this point, you get squashed to the point where there's literally nothing left that could even be identified as a fucking human. But sure, we're gonna go on a happy little merry way and look for fucking remains. Very, very reasonable, Matt. Very reasonable. Apparently the project goes up by 40% of catastrophe. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Which means that the people who are running this nice little flower field here should make a fucking killing in the next few days. I mean, to be fair, now, kind of depends on the importance, but generally speaking, you know, people want to put down some flowers. When it's a whip, then there's whole ceremonies for that. Imagine this scenario, yeah? You're basically a single mom living alone in a house, and a black man with a fucking gun for an arm storms in and starts shouting at you. Ooh, that's a good first impression, Barrett. To be fair, the woman takes that quite in stride. I mean, mind you, Barrett is truly not of a small and harmless sized. He's quite a monstrosity. Yes. I shall very, very carefully go up there. At least they cleaned up enough that there's not all that shit in the way. That's why I saw treasure in that room. Well, yes. And we are going to get our little comrade back, you know. Need to get the team together again. And you're just gonna go like, yeah, sure, take my adopted daughter away from me and be done with it. Well, no, not really. The Turks were kind of a bit too loud about it. He's in need. I know, because Eris's mom is already dead. Which, to be fair, is also courtesy of Shinra's genius way of treating their special specimens. Not very smart. Well, I know Shinra being very, very idiotic. And then you randomly picked up a child. I went like, okay, this is a close second to my husband. I'll take it. Which, you know, close enough to reality. You know, more realistic is actually escaped those evil Shinra goons and, well, Not in a good way.
夫は帰らず、私も寂しかった。だからエアリスを連れて帰ることにしたんだ。
Would like to point out that picking up a child is not the same as picking up a fucking, you know, orphan dog off the street. It's usually is a bit more involved of a process. But, you know,
いろいろ話してくれたよ。どこかの施設から母親と逃げ出したこと。お母さんは星に帰っただけだから寂しくなんかないってこと。
星に帰った。生命学の考え方だ。
私には意味がわからなかった。夜空の星かって聞いたら違う、この星だって言われて。まあ不思議な子だったね。
お母さん、泣かないでね。
エアリスが突然言い出した。何かあったのかって聞いたら、
お母さんの大切な人が死んじゃったよ。
isn't it nice to have a creepy little child that
お母さんに会いに来たけど、
that's randomly talking to you about, you know,
でも
your loved ones have passed
やっぱり
by.
家に帰ってしま
Don't worry
った
about it though. They just went back to the planet. But that would give me
私
some
は信じなかった。
some questions.
でもそれから何日かして夫の戦死を知らせる手紙が届いた。
Yay for Warhair. Yay! Totally doesn't do anything horrible to your loved ones, mind you. Especially not the male part of your loved ones.
とまあこんな具合でね、いろいろあったけど幸せだった。ところがある日、
However, one day the evil man in the good suit came along and went like, hey, I'd like that child.
いや、絶対
エアリス、君は大切な子供なんだ。古代種の血を引き継いでいる。
私はもちろん聞いたよ。古代種って何だってね。
古代種は地上の幸福が約束された土地へ我々を導いてくれるのです。
Yes, leave it to the big operation to find the promised land. That's a good idea, isn't it?
何かの比喩、いろいろな見解があります。しかし我々は文字通りの真実としてそれを信じています。シンラカンパニーはぜひともエアリスの協力を。
違うもん、古代史なんかじゃないもん。
でもエアリス、時々誰もいないのに声が聞こえることがあるだろ。
Nope. Never. Outright lies.
思い当たることがいろいろあってね。ああ、この男が言っている話は本当なんだろうと思う。
Jesus Christ, woman, you're far too believing. A random stranger comes in and tells you random shit about your adopted cat. You're probably better off not listening.
タークスらしくないな。
エアリスの自発的な協力が必要なんだとさ。だからシンラに連れて行かれたと言ってもお客として扱ってもらえるはずだ。
Treated as a guest. Sure. That's totally what's gonna happen.
どうかな。
I'm not gonna put her, you know, in a tube or something and plan to do horrible things to her. Nah, totally not. Shinra's not that kind of place. It's an honest company.
頼むよ。
クラウド、お母さんの言う通り、用が済めば帰ってくるかもしれない。だから、
By the same token, Shinra would never hire a person so deranged that they would plan some interspecies breeding just as in a side project. No, never.
いろいろあんだろ
I'd just like to make this out, you know. I'm totally not getting paid by Shinra to say this, no?
起きて起きて
Ah,
わかった。
Okay, could we maybe make this a bit shorter? We are not just going to let Eris be captured. We are at some point going to fucking save the kid. Pretty fucking obvious. This whole dilly-dallying is really not productive. It looks kind of nice though. The whole flower garden. Still wonder how the fucking lights work though. I mean, how does it work? These are not going to be, you know, lanterns with actually fire in them. Would they? Because that would be an assholeish amount of work to get them all lit every fucking evening. Questions.
7番街スラムのゲート、瓦礫で埋まってたよね。どうやって入る？
Ah, yes, we're gonna go through the underground again.
あれが
公園もダメじゃない？
別のルートがある。エアリスから聞いた。
へえ、さすが古代種だぜ。深い意味はねえよ。
I don't think it has much to do with being an ancient, knowing about the fucking layer of the slums. I think it has more to do with the simple fact that there is a fucking slum. Resident, yes. Everybody's like, wow, that wasn't an accident, was it? Yeah, no shit. You don't just accidentally drop one of the plates down on the fucking slums beneath. It's not, oops, my finger slipped and I cut myself. No, this is a bit more. Crawling in the underground again. Which should lead directly to the little park. In sector 6? Yeah, sector 6. Well, at least this time we don't need to play around with the robo arms, because, well, we already did, and the ladders are still down. Even if we hadn't let them down, I think the assumption would be that after all the rumbling above, that they probably would have dropped all of their own. Quite likely. I see some treasure. Damn, you all did. Weep, weep. Tried to break a melody though. All of these rather subdued ones, now we are all like back at it again. Okay, I really do hate these paralyzing effects. They really do annoy the ever-living shit out of me. Not so much because it threatens me in battle, mind you, but just because it's that's a complete waste of time. And we'll do it again. I should remember for the future that these little robots can actually self-destruct. That is something to remember. I saw it popping up and I was like, that doesn't sound good. Well, turns out it wasn't. Life can still get you down even after you've grown up. I would rather say that life has a tendency to get you down, especially if you're grown up. The more responsibilities and shit you have, the easier it is to get down, isn't it? On the other hand, you know, as a kid, sure, you'll get down if some of your toys break or something, but it's not really comparable to what an adult can surface through, isn't it? Treasure. Treasure or treasure mine? Oh, that was once again the a trio of bandits. This is like what, the third time or so we beat the ever-living shit out of them. Honestly, at some point we should probably stop beatings and start the killings, because it does kind of get annoying. Just a little bit, you know, just a tiny little bit. And to deal with these cunts all over again. Yes, we shall go. Look for the definitely findable remains of our comrades. That's very reasonable, isn't it? I have so much doubt. Well, the playground got fucked. Look dirty. Well, that's a very positive interpretation of things, but sure, we'll take the hope. Well, yes, help is better than despair. Can't even use the fucking toys again. It's sad. Sadness. I can still play around with the swing set at least. Okay. Seems a lot of things are not actually solid objects for that particular swing. But Cloud is. Sure, let's crawl into the fucking debris. The ruins of Sector 7. That's really a safe idea. What I do wonder actually how Shinra's emergency services actually deal with this particular situation. Good question, isn't it? Yeah. Loading up further. Loading some fucking more. Ah, this all screams like bad idea. Anyways, instead of wasting our time crawling through the debris, we should just plan our rescue operation. Challenge a bit more productive. But alas now, we're gonna do the stupid thing. Well, yeah. Anybody surprised that the ground is maybe potentially not all that stable yet? Heck, the fires haven't even died out. That is really not the kind of scenario where you should decide to return. Oh no, there's a lot there. Debris. Well, to be fair, at least Barrett realistically just lifts with one arm, because I don't think jamming your gun down there would work. Yeah. Stupid shit. That's what we're gonna do. To the bar. I don't think the bar's standing. That would be one hell of an interesting miracle. It's like everything is destroyed, but the bar's still standing. Not a bottle has broken. Not a glass has fallen out of the shelves. To be fair, I would giggle at that pretty fucking hard. And I do think it would kinda break the tone they're trying to set here. Quite harshly at that. Hey, at least now when you look up, you can actually see the sky. That's something. There's the reactor number 7. And on that side, there's the other reactor. It's kind of nice. Also, we now have a very clear-cut example of the evil that is Shinra. Very, very evil. Ah, that's the well, what's left of the 7th sign. Yep, not very stable. I'm probably not going to be stable for a while. Of course.
ウェッジの猫だ。
To be fair, if there's one creature that would probably survive stuff like that, it's probably a fucking cat. I have no doubt in my mind that just everybody's dead. The cats will still be around to go like meow, 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 meow. Which translates to, this was rather exciting, but now let's go back to, cleaning my genitals, most kindly. Hello, kitty. You don't plan to do? Oh, well, now you're moving again.
ここって
Typical cat,
ウェッジの家？
You want me to go down there, don't you? I smell something. Smell the plot. More game.
今行くからな。
No, look, water.
待ってろよ。
Can I get down on that?
死んだ。
Nah, of course not. Kinda wanted to see if I can get my character wet. No. No quick shower at the ruins for us. Up. That was not the most successful. He's just like, just a minor wound, it just felt like, one or two floors down. That's not gonna stop me. How the fuck did they manage to get fucking separated though? It's must be a pretty good question, isn't it? Okay. I mean, that is a solution to go through an obstacle. Just, I mean, I would call it the most American way ever to do it, because, well, it consists literally of, nice, of shooting things. And I mean, to be fair, so long as it works, it's... God damn it, I'm far too used to being a fucking melee fighter. Actually, I do have this one. Nice. But oh well, we shall not complain about this too much. Actually kind of fun, to be fair. Just shoot it. Who needs other solutions? Just shoot it. Okay, there's way. There's another way. Good. Always check your corners. There could be treasure. Hey, it's a whole 2000 gil. I mean, if money would be more useful, that would be kinda neato. Honestly, do question what the fuck I'm supposed to be buying with all of that money. Actually, that is a good question. When and why did Shinra build this? And again, it's Shinra. We don't really need any... That was a carrot. Nice miss you did there, Barrett. Okay, the system kind of... I'm really not a fan of this particular combat. I like being a melee character, this not so much. Actually the same thing I feel when I have to control arrows in combat, it's like, do I have to, seriously? With a little stuff going like plink, plink, plink. Ugh. That could we not, please? Maybe, potentially? I mean, I get why I do this. It looks a bit wonky when he climbs the fucking ladder, doesn't it? Well, I mean, fair is fair. Fair is fair. It fits surprisingly well, doesn't it? Jesus Christ, not bad. Like, yeah, sure, it randomly fell into the perfect position. Keep out. Okay, going with what I hear, that's probably a good idea. Also sounds like something, you know, you'll hear and then you'll suddenly find yourself in a totally not predetermined boss fight later against whatever it is that screams that loudly. Oh, oh. Still looks kind of wonky when he climbs the fucking ladder. I mean, yes, still, I get it, but does amuse me greatly, yes. It does indeed amuse me greatly. Yeah. Power of minimap, I shall determine that leads to a dead end. Probably treasure. Come on. Shoot harder, shoot faster. Bird, the most American being ever. So American, in fact, that he replaced the whole arm with a gun. But, you know, fair enough. Cute little toy. Bit impractical, though, I would say. I mean, especially now. If it's your fucking right arm. Impractical is probably the best way to describe that. Pew pew! I will, however, say, you know, I'm very much looking forward to being an actual melee character again. A little bit. Okay, now I have called a few more to the fight. That's brute. I mean, to be fair, yes, Barrett, you do precisely that. I mean, you know, normal people would look for other ways to move forward that do not rely so much on just destroying things. Oh, holy shit, that's a lot of them. I'm sure we're gonna find something, aren't we? Yep. Easy enough, I'd say. Easy enough indeed. Nice. Slap. Hey, would you be sorry for that? It's quite literally a monster nest. Yeah, ask Geralt about it. He could tell you quite a bit about destroying those things and why that's a good thing. I mean, considering that we're technically speaking just, you know, underneath the slums, wouldn't it technically be also a pretty good deal for everyone involved to get rid of the monster nest? I do like this ability. Just goes like pew pew pew, done with it. Come on. Boxes. And I don't really remember finding anything too useful in these boxes up till now, so I just gotta fucking ignore it. Ah, treasure. Treasure is better than boxes. Flop. Then you look what you find and you're like, huh, I'm still kinda disappointed. Kinda takes the value out of the good old-fashioned idea of a, you know, the old treasure chest. Yay, I can be in melee again. God fucking bless it. Ah, better.
バレット声大きい。
Okay, I found a little material. No of ice. Ice is good. And again, I do believe I have more than enough material already. Well, to be fair. And I'm just not gonna play around with somebody else's save game. That does seem rather imprudent. Well, rather their settings than their save game. I'm already playing around with their save game. To be fair. And again, I haven't had any complaints on them yet, so you know, I'll just take that as a consent for me doing whatever the fuck I want. If I wanna complain about it later, blah. Okay, it was not precisely what I was hoping for. What else do we have apart from the obvious? You crippled the left blade. Congratulations. I didn't really do it alone, but you did something. You did something, that should be enough. Yes, Tifa, we've been over that. We've said the same line at least a few dozen times at this point. I'm pretty sure, since you've been around since the end tail of the 90s, everyone and their mother has probably seen you do far more and far worse than just taking a shower at this particular point. Actually, one of the nicer end results of the remake. Suddenly you had a new emergence of Tifa Porn, and lots of it. I remember. This game actually came out like 2022 something, I want to say. Not sure at the moment. But yes, that a lot of re-emerging Tifa porn. Which, to be fair, you know, it's not nearly as much as of a surprise as one would believe. Look, we're back up again. For some reason the floor that we fell through has been just restored. And a turn that screams plot armor as thick as fucking adamantite. Because he's not dead. We actually went over this while we climbed the tower, didn't we? But nobody ever was fucking dead any longer, eh? Can't you just for once let somebody just fucking die? Kitty! Oh well. And if this is the way the game is going, then I can pretty much foresee that we'll also find the other ones. Of course, totally intact, you know, because not. So why are we staying on this particular side of the wall? We could have just escaped. I'm not even going to question that, okay. Just look ugly as fuck. Fucking rock people or deviant people or whatever. You will make this fight annoying, won't you? And you're all dead. And you get reinforcements. Of course you do.
これはまたゾロゾロと。
いける？
ああ、どうってことね。
当てる。
Actually, can I hit you up there if I do? Yeah, okay, pretty fair. I kinda figured that a dive kick would probably not work. And there's more of them.
てか、上まで行けそうか。
援護お願い。当てる。そこ。それくらい。
Okay, that gets rather annoying also quickly.
上まで行けそうか。
Yes, yes, I'm trying my best. Give me a second when I climb like a bitch. Not that I have much of a choice, mind you. Oh great, it's a big one. You're just gonna make this a lot more annoying, isn't it? Can I actually beat him? By which I mean, can I do damage to him? Jesus.
なんとか。邪魔だ。あそこ。
大事なとこが丸見えだぜ。
But I can't get down there, that's not nice. I can play Barret. Go like this, be done with this shit. Literally just likes throwing the little ones. Not very nice of him.
そんじゃ、お掃除といくか。
Jesus. That actually kinda hurts. I mean, you know, not to the point where I'm too worried. Okay, that's kinda cute. Do another one. What else can you do? True strike. Bam. Get wrecked. Let me fucking
おっせえぞ。
glory hound.
遅れてきて指図してんじゃねえ。
Comes in, immediately steals the show, goes like, fuck you. I am the main protagonist here. Yeah, it was fun. Actually gave me a bit of a reason to play more active with Tifa. Which, to be fair, that is rather nice.
よくここが分かったか。
銃撃の後をたどった。あんなことをするのはあんただけだ。
Cloud, somewhere downstairs, goes like, Barret was here. How can you tell? Well, bullet holes everywhere. Massive amount of damage to every fucking structure. Yeah. Seems like Barret. A sneaky peek. Yep. Seems like Shinra. To be fair, more like Hojo's handiwork. Jesus Christ.
これが神羅の裏の顔だ。
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. It's just that Shinra seems to have a bit of a tendency to let their more questionable elements, yes, run a bit too freely. Is how I would put it.
クラウド
Well, we're not dead, so good on us. Now we just need to find the miraculously surviving Biggs and Jesse and, you know, have a grand old party. And then move on out of the city and forget about their existence completely.
のことはその後。
おう、そうだな。
Which is precisely what should have happened with their death, but... Ah... Really not a fan.
クラウド
よくやった
Well, I guess I still have a god now. I have to do another fucking part where I have to move slowly. Yeah, God, why? Why is it always the same? Marshall game, stop it with the fucking sad music. You're not gonna get me at this point.
俺はここで仲間を待つ。
Already like everyone you could potentially care about is gonna survive anyway, so fuck
じゃ
you.
ない。
俺は支柱の上でジェシーとビッグスと話しただから二人の状況は知っている
Yeah, no, we're gonna try to make this all dramatic, but no. I've given up on my belief.
でもよ、
星に帰ったんだよ。
Yes, they return to the planet to pick up a fucking package and then they will come back. I prophesize this right about now. I would probably not bet my whole fortune on it, but I would bet a nice penny on that.
間違いやがって。立ち止まってたらあいつらに笑われちまうな。重てえな。
Also I just realized it's another hour gone and I need to take a break. I'd actually rather well timed because I do need to take some pills. Which works rather well in my favor, doesn't it? I can get that out of the way, I can go take another little pee break, and I mean I'm not yet completely tired out, and I do kinda wanna see.
にすまねえ。
Yeah, we're probably gonna play a bit more. Won't we?
怪我人を追い出す
Depends on what. What wrong strategy? Speakest to me as Machu. I really hate that he's alive. He should have just went splat.
取り戻すべきだ
またその話かい。
神羅の地下施設で人体実験の跡を見つけた俺の方が神羅という組織を知っている話を聞いただけでエアリスを解放するとは思え
Okay,
ない
yeah, I can actually pause it. I'm not gonna do that because that would be kinda soulish.
古代種となれば科学部門が黙っていないはずだ科学部門には当時という人を人と
Fair
や
enough.
めておくれ。
Fair enough. I'll drink some more before I go. Quickly.
少し考 えさせてくれないかい。
The doctors did say that drinking a pretty good amount of water per day actually helps, you know, if you're more prone to kidney stones, like, you know, I am. If you kind of don't want to get through the trouble of having that experience yourself, then drinking a lot of water is apparently a good way to prevent that. Not prevent it, but, you know, reduce the risk. It also kind of helps with the, because in some cases they can actually just dissolve on their own. Which, that is something I would kind of be looking forward to. Because as I said, you know, men have a particularly unfriendly experience with that. Now then.